Hello, God's eagle eyes. How are you all today? Today is Tuesday, October the 8th, and I speak that and pray that you all having a wonderful, great day. It is beautiful out there. Um, I haven't been out there yet, but you know, I it's really nice. I say it's a beautiful day. I love when the day looks like this. Welcome to mental health, where mental illness is real, and you all are God's eagle eyes. And the reason uh how that how I came up with that, God gave that to me to say about you all. You all are God's eagle's eyes. And what I want to explain about the eagle eyes is many of you all, like the chosen ones, and the chosen ones, a lot of you all can be the black sheep of the family or the only child or whatever the case may be, whatever you're going through. But God's eagle's eyes, he gave that to me one day. It was a revelation for me to say that to his chosen ones. This is not for everybody. Everyone was chosen, but a few, everyone was called, but a few were chosen, whoever want to answer to the call. But if you feel like this is for you or it's not for you, that's fine. Please share it. And if you think that you can use something information or what have you, you all please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell whenever I upload. And please share so this can bless other people. You all can be a blessing to other people. You all can be a blessing to other people. It's a great deed to do that day. We're all in this together. Like I said, mental illness is real. So I am I'm Paula Cook Theory in Carrollton, Georgia. This is the theory of mental illness is real because I lived all my life and didn't know it with bipolar 2 disorder. I knew something was wrong with me, but I didn't know. I didn't have no idea. Was it depression, anxiety? I knew when I got older, I started feeling a type of way. And I'm like, what is really going on? And so I'm 58. So when I turned 50, after my mom had told me, of course, Lord, rest in peace. She's passed on 2 years ago, and I'm still grieving even though she's peaceful, and I saw peace, and I know I did all I could do with God's help, but we still miss our loved ones and all of that. So anyway, this channel is also will be dealing with the bipolar 2 disorder. They will be dealing with the grieving and the menopause. And also the men when they going through they menopause too. What you call it? The midlife crisis. It's just like menopause too. So everyone 18 and over can listen to this. It hits a lot of the things that are you all are going into, are getting ready to go into, or have already dealt with. So, but the God's eagle eyes is, if you ever look at the animal wildlife or any documentaries on Facebook or anything that dealing with animals, excuse me, it's my allergies and my um yeah. So you ever look at that and see an eagle? The eagle are the leaders. We are the chosen one that are the eagles, the leaders that always alone because God always telling us different things. That's why we're alone, because we can't hardly hear and know about the different things or purposes and things we have to do day by day. We can't hear with a bunch of crowd with a bunch of people. We have to have that time into ourselves, or we are the loner that always alone, and we are the one that is really strange to people and all of that, and that's okay because we are God's chosen ones. We are the leaders that we will be right there in that tree limb wherever He put us, and we will wait to that time we see that goal, and we will sit there on that goal and be as we are sitting there like that eagle, and you know how he'll keen in, his eagle eye will keen in into that fish that is way about what 150 miles away or whatever. I don't know, but when you are praying and fasting and meditating on His word every day, and the more you do it, the more you will get in that spirit realm, and He'll teaching His leaders and His chosen one to be in that place, be in order where you can keen in on that goal, on that purpose He got you to get to. And while we sitting there, He is molding us. He is taking away things from us. He is adding on to us. He's having us to. He exposing us through the Word as we look at read the Bible, as we fast and pray and stay in the Spirit. He has us to see things and beware of things. This is all why we sitting here for this goal as an eagle. And our eagle eyes are the spiritual realm for that goal, which is that eagle eye got his eye on that piece of fish or whatever, that big piece of whatever he's trying to get to, that is way over there, 150 yards, whatever that is. He will be sitting there and sitting there. And why is he sitting there? Sometimes God will take out his every so timing of the year uh that goes along with that. God will just strip him down. He'll take out his claws, replace his wings, and you just got to be refilled. And that would be us, just refilling on the word. He's watching, having us to um look at ourselves, work on our finances, work on our insides, again, work on our outside appearances. He's he's making sure we are reevaluating our life every month, or it can be every week or every year. Some people do the revolution, but most of us do reevaluation on our life. You know, a lot of people do diets and stuff on the beginning of the year, but our diet can also be our spiritual man. What do we see? Who are we? What do we feed in our body? We have to be careful. We are not being self destruction and self distraction. And I especially speaking to myself as well. I was a full time junk food junkie. Now I'm part time, just like I'm a part time vegetarian. Vegan. I can't be a vegan yet because of the finance. You have to have finance for all that other stuff. But right now, when you are surviving, trying to survive, and you don't know what today will bring or what tomorrow will be like, we have to be prepared to know how to eat and how to. I heard a young lady say not to eat so much. Lord, ask the Lord to please help us with our eating, because there's going to be some days, especially when we're fasting, we can only eat once a day, or it may not be for a whole day or anything. And then a lot of us is on medication because we deal with mental illness. So he will have us on a different kind, or he'll have us for a couple of hours fast, from the medicine, and then we'll have something that we could put on our stomach, but we are still on that fast. It could be a vegetable fast, a watermelon fast, a fruit. It could be any kind of different fast, a fast from your phone, because a lot of us works on our phones. So you might as well, if you're always on YouTube, you might as well be a YouTube content creator. I don't know. I'm just going the way God got me. I'm just doing it. I got the phone and I'm on it. So when I get to so many views, okay, let's see what goes from there. That's the only thing I can do, one thing at a time. So I learned myself not to get overwhelmed. Put all that energy, in this, in what he got my purpose to do, to be as a global speaker on those three different topics, and just different things in general that he will put in my spirit, in my ear, and just take it from there. Now I look and do my research and listen, and they'll say do it like this, do that, and do this and do that. I said, but so far what I use what I got to work with. Excuses are out. Now I was telling a young lady, she was at a family Family Dollar. I'd be running down there at times, around the corner from where I stay, and I was like, you could be a YouTube content creator. She's a cute little young Spanish lady, young lady. She was real young, probably looked like she's 21 or something like that. She said, "Yeah, I know you." She said, "I was looking into that. Got a lot of different things. I got to get an Apple something and get this and do that and do that." I said, okay, well, the only thing you need is a phone, and just, you already got your email. Even Google already got all that stuff. You're already connected to Google. So it's just automatic. Get on there and just start doing your thing, whatever you want to do. She said, yeah, but my phone is cracked. Okay. I just stopped it right there because God said enough with the excuses. Excuse me. I was just telling my therapist today. I have therapists every week for an hour. And I telling her, I said, the Lord told me enough with the excuses. You can work and take that crack phone. All you doing is just talking into it and all of that, and she just don't know the if you when you upload it, it's not going to be a cracked video. It's just the screen that's first cracked. And I said, okay, well she's dealing with some mental challenges. I can see that. When you in a different mindset. Now we still can be in the right mindset and a billionaire mindset. We could be all that, but at the end of the day, we're still dealing with mental health challenges. So that's why I said we're in it together. We need each other. My recovery story is suicidal and homelessness. That's another video. But back to your God's eagle's eyes. The eagle is still sitting up there on that stoop and the tree way up there. So when it becomes available, then that's when he takes the time and swoop down and grab his prize. Sometimes it just be just the size enough when he come back up air, and as he going, he could eat as he go. Then sometimes it's a whole full. I seen the video not too long ago. Whole full chicken was getting ready to fly off. Grabbed the whole chicken. You kept going till you take it to your destination, and you do what you do with it. Take it to your family. Take it whatever you're supposed to do with it. But sometimes we got to be careful. All the time we it's hard to trust people all the time. I know you got to trust somebody, but I'm up here, I'm shaking, I'm just getting all worked up with it. But you have to watch out. You got to stay on the look, because there are other people that are like-minded like you, other leaders. You've been in work and sat there and and got ready and tuned in on that goal and went on in and got it. Then while you up there in the air, somebody else come and take your work out your hand. You may twirl in the air. You see the eagles that twirl in the air, and the other one would take the food. Sometimes it may be the partner. I don't know. But you got to be careful of people. But see, when that happens, if that happens, and when that happens, that's a test. That's a test. So what that tells you? What God tells you about that? That's a test. We can't just get angry and just get crazy with it or whatever. It's just that it's always going to be enough for everybody. Sometimes we can look at it like this because it's always pros and cons to everything. It could be I'm already up in the air. The eagle's already up in the air with what they were waiting on for a whole, I don't know, week or however they were watching it, or a whole day, a whole night. I don't know how long the eagle was watching it, but it could be with like minds. They meet up in the air, and it could means okay, you brought it this far, I got it from here. It could be teamwork, because see, eagles, they don't fly together, they don't hang with the chickens and the pigeons, they just go for what they go for, scoop it up and take it to its destination, take it to the next level, you know and an eagle, when God takes you to another level as a as a leader, which is eagle wings, you have to be ready, because that eagle goes up so high where a lot of the other birds, like if they attacked him, like I understand the pigeon or something would get on him and be biting him, he just let them just hang on, and he just fly on up, he or she fly on up in the air where everybody can't handle that certain level, and they just drop off. Good example. I know someone for over 20 some years. Um, we met at this place. It was through an organization, and we would stay in touch a little after, some years go by and life go by. And at the time, I had a very nice budget. It just came out of divorce, but nothing didn't come out of divorce. It was like, it was just me have to take over a family member's estate and stuff. And it really took care of us as I looked after the business and blah, blah, blah. So that person was in a bad, you know, part of their life. They was in a real sad part of their life. I felt so bad for them, and I wanted to bless them, but it wasn't. It wasn't a way for us to meet, because I really wanted to just do something that I really didn't never really do. I wanted to really bless them, just help her out, So, but anyway, it didn't happen. So, this person was waiting on someone, and this person dealt with mental illness as well. But sadly, this person's not here on earth anymore, due to dealing with mental illness. But they wasn't even together anymore, or whatever. But the thing is, the tables flipped. It turned sides, and we got back in touch again. God had me to contact them. Then they showed me another level that I had never seen before, and that was my first time going, out the country and stuff, and it was beautiful. And that's going to be another video as well, because I just wanted to, it's going to involve about when I was in the virtual life, and then it's going to also just involve about my mental health, uh, how I was dealing with things there, you know. And this person was a fish person. I mean, they ate everything seafood. I mean, but I'm not a seafood person. It was it was okay to try new things. I'm open. I'm not in the box. But I tried it, and I just didn't care for it. And then I tried the lobster, even though it wasn't the best. But I just never I just never just really got into seafood like that. It just don't. I mean, and it's okay. Everybody got their different, you know. I know sometimes salad can't do everything, whatever. You could eat baked chicken and get salmon, whatever, whatever. But I tried it. And I had never had a lobster before, and I tried some of that. And I just couldn't get into it. I mean, so that's not my thing. So anyway, it was so interesting. But I say all this because I've always gave anybody and gave this person uh thank I thank God for them and let them know I appreciate everything and that they inspired me to rekindle myself to it just brought back great things that I'd done before. That's all. I'm much older, but it doesn't. Yeah, age is just a number, and but sometimes with age we have more experience, been there, done that kind of thing. But you still learn from each other. That's why I keep my I don't be in a box. I always tell my children, they the younger generation, Generation Z, and all the millennium, whatever however you say the word. They are the future, and we pray that we got to be great mentors and just just guide them, just be there to support them, because it's our life is not over, but hey, it's time for them to it's been time for them to go on, and they'll be all right. Every generation, all of us had to take over and do our season, and now it's time for us to back up and let somebody else come forward. That it's only fair. That's the way it is. Everything is a season. It's not meant for everything or anybody or to be in your life all the seasons. I mean, even with sometimes with family members, I don't. I don't know. All I'm taking is a moment at a time. And once again, like I said, this is not for everyone. I thank you for joining. Please comment. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell whenever I upload. And so I'm talking about God's eagle's eyes. When they done already got the prize and then somebody else takes it and stuff, and that's the first thing we'll look at with a naked eye and not in the spirit. Oh wow, they took your stuff. They done, man, you no. When you in the spirit, and the spirit, when you walk in the spirit and see things in the spirit realm, sometimes it could be where it takes you think that's for you, where you've been sitting there and waiting for that purpose, that prize to get. You get it, and you see that eagle go up in the air with it, and then another eagle grabs and they twirling in the in the air. Because sometimes it can be for someone else and you just don't want to release it. See, when you release stuff, even though you sat there you sat there and waited to get to it, to take it, get to the prize or the purpose. We thinking it's always for us, but it's not. It's just like our gifts. It's not for us. My gift is not for me. It's to share to you all. Whatever my gifts are, whatever your gifts are, is for you. And so when I saw those two eagles twirling around over that big piece of meat, whatever they had, the other uh, um, um, eagle took off with it. Now I'm not saying that was right. I don't know what the case would be, but seeing things in the spirit realm, like I say, now like I say, it's your mindset too. I don't care if you deal with mental illness or whatever, but honey, don't let it don't let it fool you. Don't judge a book by its cover. It's a lot of people that is mentally ill. Man, they got a brain on them. They are geniuses. Do you hear me? I'm not saying we or nobody else is no better than the other person, than the next. But they got a brain on them. It's just that reality and certain things just was overwhelming and they couldn't cope with it. And I experienced that full whole heart. I have experienced that a lot all my life. And I'm just now saying, Paula, yeah, you can have multiple uh streams of income, but everybody can do it a different way. But for me, I can speak for myself. I can only do one thing at a time. I put my energy in this and do it the right way. When I get that up and running, see, people don't just explain it like that. They'll jump all over the details of it. When you put your focus on one, just like that eagle did, and sit there and mold it and wait on it. And as you sitting there, you being molded, you getting prepared for it, knowing if it's for you. But what's for you is for you. But a lot of times you are getting things also for the others. Because God still got that great blessing that you've been wholeheartedly, been wanting, but yet He's gonna allow you to get things that He think is good for you. Everything we want is not good. He ain't gonna have us to get everything we want. And be grateful that that door was closed. But anyway, back to when that eagle get it and they twirl around there, then like I say, in the spirit realm, you could say, okay, this person came in my circle and they got what I need, and so they come and I take it. That opportunity right there, I take it. And I ain't even have to work for it or anything. Because what's for you is for you. God will use he will use a person to sit there and wait and get this, and then they'll just be in your circle, and what they got is not for them. They thought it was for them, but it was actually for you. You have to see it in the spirit realm. And I'm not saying you don't do nothing to deserve it or earn it. You have done the same thing. The same thing has happened to you, and say, well, dang, I thought that was for me. Now, God, I'd waited all this time and I was doing all that and blah, 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 blah. He said, no, I got you. I got you. I'm gonna have someone in your circle to do the same thing, work for it and everything. And when y'all meet up, you just take the opportunity what they have and then you go on about your business. Well, that's what happened with me and this person. This person got their own business. They were already established. They already have the capital and everything. And we are both leaders. We're both eagles. They're in another city, and I'm in another city. And they're, they got things going really good. Going really good. That's why they say jealousy is a waste of energy. So when you're studying in the Word, and I always say I be reading my novel that tells me, it exposes me, tell me what's going on today, and it's gonna tell me what's gonna happen 20 years from now, and that what we already are in right now, and that's the Bible. The Bible is a novel with many chapters. In I think 30 some chapters. Look, let me see. It has 39 chapters in the Old Testament, 27 chapters in the New. This is a novel. This right here is a novel. This is my mom's Bible she used to read. That's a novel. That's what came to me. That's why on my Facebook is S Novel. S is short for Essence Paula, my abstract art. because I'm an abstract artist through sketches, therapy for my mental health and for others. And and the novel part, Novel, came about because all the sketches I've done over the years. This is sketches. I mean, I've done sketching over 10 years or so in my second marriage. And so, but the ones I've done since I've been living here in Carrollton for 2 years, going on 2 years in November, which is what, next month? Oh man, that is a novel worth of sketches. Okay. So that's why God gave me S Novel. He told me to make another intimate Facebook because Essence Paula has been there over 20 some years, and all kind of hackers been through there, and it was 5,000 plus people, and the only people I knew was my couple of my family members and then friends and associates. That's it, because other people will follow other people, and which is cool. But the thing is, you have to pay to reach all those people. You only make used to wonder why only certain part people responding to. But when they see when your birthday come around, then they all respond. They do nice things, and then that's when you see all the responding come from. That's like dad. So I said, okay, I got a group of people that I do know from way back, on this group, SESS, no novel, Novel. So but yeah, so that's what happened. She brought me to that next level, and it's not like she's better than me or I'm better than her, because a lot of other things she's doing, I've already done that. And without her really telling me, she learned from me as well, and I know she did. Some people, and I've worked with it was a couple of people like this before, but I a lot of some people they are learning from you, but they won't say it. And that's okay. But I've said to this person and the other person, when I hear things and I hear what I like what they said, because I got a couple of mentors, I'd be like, okay. I never heard of that. Yeah. That's nice to know. I didn't know that. You got to always stay teachable, and there's nothing wrong with being humble. But you won't have to dim your light. But just you know, like they say, wealth is quiet and not flashy. Everybody got their different styles and types. That would make the world go round. My mom just always taught me to be, quiet within when you go into a group of places or whatever. And it's a time to be quiet and it's a time to be loud, like, yay, happy birthday, happy new year, or whatever like that. But when she said, like when you in a group of people or whatever, I mean, other than when you speaking, you get noticed quicker when you're quiet, you know, just being ladylike, you know, not acting all faddish and or whatever you want to call it. So that's just the generation of the 60s that I came out of. But we have to show that ourselves for our children, our daughters to see that, So yeah, I can't point the fingers to nobody, you know. But anyway, so God put this person in my life to bring me to the next level. And then all of a sudden, uh I felt it, and I know she felt it, that we had been praying and fasting, and she said the Lord is getting ready to you know just take some people out of our lives, and that's how it's gonna be. And I felt that. I already knew it. And so instead of her letting go, God, I'm like letting my feelings getting all in, and like the Lord said, okay, it's time to cut loose, let it go. Because see, you can't be dependent on her. She's not the source. I am. So the Lord told me just, you know, Let her go off my Facebook, off my contacts. Just I mean, if we ever see each other, of course, be nice. Hey, how you doing? But it just won't still be a connection where, girl, what you doing tonight? What you eating? What you blah blah. It's not going to be none of that. God want it to be all cleared, and she's so sensitive to the spirit, and I am too, and a lot of other people that God had to just he adds and subtract. You don't be one. You like, Lord, are you sure you said? You know, I mean, and it don't be in a fight that you know, it just be a calmly disconnect. That's it. You're not burning bridges. But but I don't know what he'll do. The next time that person may need me, and I will be in. And we can't say, oh no, because we don't know. We don't know. I seen just like another friend of mine, bless her heart, is in a group home. I I didn't have a car and blah 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 blah, and she would come pick me up and we'll go to the movies and she will pay for everything and blah blah blah, all of that. And I seen her like she did a lot of stuff she wanted to do, blah blah blah. Everybody's timing is different. So now the tables has flipped. It's turned. Now she's in her group home dealing with a mental illness as well. But God has me to go and when I can and to go pick her up. And remember, she used to always pick me up. Now I go pick her up when I can, when I get my vehicle more so together. I'm going to do it more often, but I'm an hour away. But yeah, to go pick her up, and the only thing she want to do is go to corral and sit at the Q-tip and watch people, just sitting there, I didn't understand at first her sitting there watching people, just sitting there, but I see it now. Yeah, I understand. The only thing she want to do is just go to corral and eat, and we sitting there talking, watching people laugh and everything, and laughing at ourselves about what we used to do when we were growing up. And it'd be so fun. It would be laughing, and I'd be crying and laughing and crying. So it's just amazing how life is. So that's why God calls uh, with my channel with you all um, called you all God's eagle eyes. Even though this is mental illness is real, but God is using me even through my everyday challenges that we're in this together and that we still got a life. And we pray for the ones that are in situations like my one of my great friends that I grew up with, childhood friend, that's in a group home, but she's fine. God bless her with income to take care of, where she's at. She's been fed 3 times a day. She's not being abused because she knows she got people, honey, we gonna keep an ear out. Her family members. She got few family members taking care of her business and being there for her. So she God got her. She did great taking care of her mom and her brother. They both the brother died first. There was a back to back death. He died first, and the mom died like the next year. Then she lost the house and cars or whatever. But it was like everything just happened. And coming out of a bad marriage before then, oh my God, that's enough to. That's only person can take. So come on now, but God ain't gonna put no more than you can bear. So when you wake up, even though you don't have much conversation and you don't go nowhere, you still got a purpose. Among the people that is in front of you, where she's at is just about 5 or 6 women, in a group home, and because when I would call her, and have a conversation with her and stuff. I'm mainly the one doing the conversation. You know, she don't have a conversation dialogue like she used to. So I carry on the conversation and I just be doing saying something silly and and making up stories and stuff. She said, "Girl," she said, "Come on now." She said that she know when it's a story. She know the difference. I said, "Okay." She said, "Girl, you for real?" But I tell you, she's just in a whole total. And that's gonna be another video. She's in another world. Bless her heart. But she still is part of God's eagle eyes. You know, um, she had a purpose in God. She still got a purpose. That's between her and God. I can't figure it out. I don't know. And all I know is God just tells me to, we all got to still check on each other. So that's what we do. And she'll call me, and stuff. So it's a blessing that she still can use the phone and everything. Because when my mom had dementia, it got to the point she couldn't use the phone right. The phone be upside down. You know how they. Some of you all know how they act. And they just really got rid of the phone and stuff. My daughter was saying, I'm gonna have to get grandmama a phone. I said, no, you don't either. Because she don't know how to keep up that phone and the phone need to be charged. They mind, it's just all different. It's just different. We are all different. And so the friends that I grew up with, we deal with mental illness. All, it's just a few of us. We are on meds and we deal with mental illness. And so it's just now when you have, I don't care if it's I'm mentoring people. It's not good to talk and work with each other every day. Mm-mm. That's why I do sessions. I do um spiritual awakening sessions, you know, different timings with a few people. We cannot be around each other every day, every week, it's got to be spaced out because why? Because we'll trigger each other. We are all dealing with mental health challenges. I can upload this video 5, 10 times a day, but I'm not with you physically, but you can watch, but you can only watch so much because you will get tired of me. So you would have to spread it out like, okay, well, I'll watch, um, you know, Paula's channel. I'll watch that channel like once a week. And I might be then put 10 up, but it's okay. You can always mark it off and look at it whenever you want to. If you would listen to me every day, all day, and I do a lot of them like that, you'll get tired. So wait a minute, let me switch it up. Or I'm not gonna look at them today. I'm gonna look at something. Or I'm just gonna just not look at none today and just do some more reading or do some word find or coloring or sketching or whatever. Go for a walk or drive or ride a bike or skate or whatever you do. That's what anybody with anything, to tell you the truth. I I've never been a person. I don't like clingy people in my space. I don't like that. I'm not a clingy person. Now I love you love hard and everything, but then I found out loving hard, you love hard when they say, oh yeah, Aries love hard and all that. I found out that you are loving yourself less. You're loving somebody else more than you love yourself. And that's not being selfish. It's always God first and you. Cause you'll end up like Grandma Joe or Big Mama Joe. They legacy were, yeah, I remember when let's say, I said Big Mama Joe. That's an example. Yeah, Big Mama Joe used to have that wig on and turned to the side, and she'd be like, have on her apron on. That's what Bernie Mac would say. But I know what Bernie Mac was talking about because, I grew up in that same era. And I knew what Bernie Mac was saying. He was talking about, yeah, you remember the grandmama used to be walking around the house, had the wig kind of cocked to the side, and had the apron on. Yep, that was my grandmother. And so see, my mind is racing now. It's gone. My mouth trying to catch up with my mind. So I don't know what I was meaning when I was talking about Grandma Joe. Oh, her legacy. Okay. Thank you, Holy Ghost. I have to always give the praises to the Holy Ghost. Bring it back to my mind because I can't think of my own. When you study God's word, that's what helps you. But when that mind is gone, that's why I said mental illness is real. But it's up to us to keep it nurtured right. So that means no overeating like the way I do. I'm working on, and no drinking and drugging and all that. But anyway, I would hear people say, I said to myself one time, I said, and I had to change that. I said, I don't want to be the one to leave a legacy like, oh, Grandma cooked, sure did cook them biscuits and stuff. That's all I'm good known for. When y'all bury me, I grandma cooked. No, she cooked those bit. Now I don't care about no cooking no biscuits. And so my last name Cook, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. My children tell you, I'm not no cook. I cook, but I don't cook like grandma. And I am a grandmother, but I'm just not that grandmother. So anyway, I would cook for us to eat and survive. But all that other stuff they do, and then my daughters and them, they are doing so great. That's a hobby for them. They love to try those different recipes. That stuff don't interest me. I be eating, tasting them. Okay, that's good. So, but yeah. So Grandma Joe, I had to change that. I said, okay, well, Grandma Joe was known for her biscuits, so that was a legacy. I said I can't take that away from them back then, cause that was out of love. It wasn't like they had a PhD to do that. They didn't have to have a PhD for that. You know what I'm saying? It's the simple thing. That's why I said I love the simple things in life. It's nothing wrong with having money and being happy. But we know that, and I hate to put it like money is a curse, but the love of money is a curse. If you put that before any everything else, it's gonna make the person that sees you doing that resent you. It could be family members, friends, anybody can see it. They could see that. Okay. So that's it for today. I've been talking almost it's 47 minutes. This I'm gonna tell you, YouTube is a great thing. I'm jumping in here, and yes, I do have Cash App in my description. If whatever it blesses you, fine, because I need it for my medicine. I don't have the money to get my meds to get my teeth fixed. I'm still waiting on my disability, whatever. And I'm just waiting on a lot of other things. But I am grateful. I enjoy talking to people. God told me when I was 8 that I was going to be talking and traveling a global. I was just going to be talking to people globally. I'm like, how in the world I'm going to do that? You cannot sit up there and make it make sense and try to figure it out. So when God told me, say, you are doing what you've been looking at all this time. This is what I want you to be speaking on. I said, what you talking about? All these years I've been on YouTube and I just been messing around. I said, oh yeah, I heard they had, you can get paid, do this, whatever, whatever. But I rather would be at home because being around a whole bunch of people, so it would trigger me because other people got mental illness. Other people that I would be working around every day, and I've been in that situation. It triggers you. It triggers you. Even the people, even if you mentoring them, if you always talking to them every day or too many times, it would trigger you. You got to have your self-care. You got to. So anyway, I am so grateful today. You all got some kind of gift or something. It's so simple. You just got a phone. Have your grandchildren or somebody show you. I don't care what age you are, from 18, 16, 14, 13, 12, 10 to 100 years old. You can get on YouTube with this phone and share. And so you get your views. It's about the views. It's about them liking it that gives you the views, the comments, the subscription, and the sharing. All of that helps for other people to be able to find it. Please, you all is think out the box. You could do the same thing, and then later you can add on all the other stuff. If you got a cracked phone, when you upload the video, it's not gonna be cracked. And that young lady, God, she'll she'll be okay. God just had me to tell her that. But you all, you know, YouTube is a nice thing to do. It will be a great thing to do. You all got that gift. You can share it for other people. We'll all support each other. Just hit the like button. That's supporting. You know. So you all have a wonderful day, and I appreciate you all supporting me. Thank you. And remember, Jesus loves you, and I love you too.